Gino back to answer more goddamn questions. Started the goddamn cop. First one, Christian Brazino. Paid review, although he didn't get the goddamn memo. Reviews are 50 USD, goddammit. They used to be 10 way back in the day, so clearly you're not watching my shit. You're just trying to get clout, which is cool. But the reason they went up to 50, no, it's not because the dog is goddamn the Jew dog, the pay pig. Has nothing to goddamn do with that. If anything, I would keep them at 10 because they were raining on in. I did it because people were bitching about it on the channel. Like, dude, it's junking up the channel. We don't care about these newbie hoagie bands. That's what they're told. Air Dog was one who was like, yes, cut the reviews, man. It's trashing up the channel. Which, for entertainment purposes, I agreed. But for a side hustle, I'm like, hey, whatever. And what people want to hear about, I figured maybe they want to hear about new bands. Maybe not. So multiple people were telling me, the reviews kind of suck because, it's junking up the channel. So what I did to keep... Instead of just cutting it off completely for the people that really wanted it, I upped the price, that way it's going to lessen them. And it did. So I just figured to keep everybody happy. The guys that really, really want a review, okay, you can still do it. It's just a little bit more money. And the guys that bitching about it, they're going to come in way, way less. However, I'm not a goddamn heckler, so I'll give it the goddamn cliff notes. He gave, and it was good. Can you review this new full length by Mephitic Corpse? Thank you. Love your daily videos. He just sent me the YouTube link. Yeah, I listened to the first few songs, and it's on what's the label called? Extremely Rotten Productions in Denmark. We have a good business relationship with them, and that's a good label. It's the dude Dave from the band Undergang. Good goddamn label, putting out old school death metal bands and shit today. Generally, all my preferred kind of music. But again, it's just a lot of it is it's this again. And for example, this Mephitic Corpse, when it first started off, I'm like, oh man, this is heavy as shit. This is down-tuned as fuck. I was like, it's got some little bit of TISH going when it first started off. When it started to pick up, not so much, kind of lost a little bit of the TISH sound, but it was in there. So really down-tuned and grindy, dirty sounding. It's cool, it's brutal, but it's like, it's kind of like what I was talking about, yesterday's video, talking about the Lurking Corpses or bands like that. If it's a Misfits worship band or an Iron Maiden worship band or a Merciful Fate worship band, there's certain bands to where if there was a shitload of them, it's a little easier to get away with because that is more identifiable and easy to digest songs to where you could tell the songs apart. A lot of us, we're all guilty of this. None of us want to admit it, but extreme music by default, for the most part, can get repetitive. Most normies, outside bitching about the vocals, they're going to be like, it all sounds the same. In a sense, I mean, they're wrong on that when you're playing goddamn Morbid Angel next to fucking the TISH. Obviously, it doesn't. But it can. It can to a point, a lot of the bands, and that's why, like, me, like, with the brutal shit, I'm like, unless it has super standout songs, I listened up to about song 4, I'm like, yeah, it's cool, it's good, then I should change it, I was good. Again, if I'm gonna listen to the brutal shit, I'm going back to for that stuff, like 98 to 2000, like when it got really fucking brutal, taking Cannibal Corpse, Suffocation, Carcass and shit to the next goddamn level. The predecessors, I'm going to that. They're around 98 to 2002. Outside that, I mean, the real brutal shit, I mean, the best ones in the past 10 years, and I've said it a million times, was Pharmacist, Miasmatic Necrosis, and Melting Rot. Those were the three of the brutal sick shit, bro, that those stood out because the song stood out. Like when I put on Melting Rot, this is before I even met the guys too. I had no idea. I didn't know them from a goddamn hole in the wall. I played it because it came in the shop. It was on Head Split Records. I'm like, oh, cool. Yeah, Head Split, usually good shit. And I liked the cover and I liked the name. All looks pretty cool. But I immediately put it out, and the catchy as fuck, stand out, tap your foot riffs is immediately what stood out. And then on top of that, Ted's vocals were insane fucking killer. I was like, this, and the guy's got guttural, sick, really awesome vocals layered on top of, right out the gates, captured my attention, catchy attention, foot tapping, goddamn head banging, fucking fist banging mania songs. That's very rare. So you have to have songs that really grab me on the first listen for any genre, but especially if it's going to be anything extreme music, grindcore, death metal, black metal, because it's all been done. It's all been done, and it's nobody's fault. It's not Mephitic Corpse. I mean, this Mephitic Corpse, if I would have heard this when I was 16, I'd be like, this is the bee's knees, fucking hanging out with goddamn fucking Carcass, hanging out with the Tish, hanging out with goddamn Waco Jesus, Lividity, Mortal Decay, Rotting, all the brutal shits that was coming out back then. The first two Abortids, Broadequin, hanging out with all that, fuck yeah, it's right next to goddamn Instruments of Torture, sick-wise. But, when you heard hundreds of albums, ones that I like and own, and ones that I thought were okay, and ones that I didn't like, all in between, it's like, oh, all right. I mean, I'm good. I don't need another album that I need to basically go to goddamn school for, like I'm thinking of it, like you're drilling yourself for a test, because, again, nobody's going to like to admit this. To learn the songs, when you're 25 years under your goddamn bullet belts, then come back and talk to me when you know this. And again, geezer rockers, oh, dude, the most extreme thing I like is fucking Possessed. You don't fall in this goddamn category because you don't like extreme goddamn music. Once you get 25 years of listening to this and more, it gets to the point to remember it, extreme stuff. It's like you're going to school studying for a test where you have to drill it in your head. Really sit down, focus, pay attention, and play it again and again and again to stick with you. It just does. And none of you going to want to admit that. That's damn true to the goddamn war metal. That's why a lot of the war metal, it's one, I was like, it is extreme. It sounds cool. I was like, it's one ear out the fucking other. It's just, but I'm not fucking biased. The brutal shit's like that. I just thought, as far as all the extreme genres, probably straight up grindcore is the worst for that. To where it's going to go straight over your head. Really got to drill it in. And I would say war metal seconds. Then probably, yeah, the brutal death metal shit, I would say. At least for me, that's what I noticed. And that's why I'm very, very, very selective on the bands. All right. I mean, if I want to listen to something very brutal, what am I going to pick? Am I going to pick Mephitic Corpse? Or am I going to pick fucking Malignancy, Intruder, and Cannibalism? I'm going with Intruder, goddammit. I'm just saying. But no, it was a cool listen. Definitely respect. I mean, it's definitely, if someone put on the shop, oh, yeah, this is, I'm entertained. But, I just don't need another band in my collection that's, great. Another goddamn, another math test I got to fucking study for, basically, to get to know the songs. But it was cool. It was sick shit. Zach Tillman, paid question. Sup, J-Dawg, I was curious what the last band you slam danced to was. I've never slam danced in my goddamn life, dude. That's gay bar fucking wigger shit. Why do I look like I partake in that, homie? And want to know any thoughts you had on pit etiquette in general. I don't go in the pit, so I don't goddamn give a flying fuck. But as far as I'm concerned, I do like it at shows. It brings an energy into the shows. The etiquette is don't be a fucking retard. You swinging your arms around, hit someone in the fucking face. That's douchey as fuck. Keep a shirt on. Your ass ain't even jacked. Nobody wants to touch your goddamn sweaty ass fucking body. The code is if somebody falls down, you pick them up. And then you push ups in the pit, all that shit. That's gay as fuck. None of that. Outside of that, all good to go, brah. Where do you live? Saw a dude throwing spin kicks at. You're not a karate man, dude. That's not, at least, or even if you are, it's a pit, dude. It's pushing. We're not doing goddamn karate kicks. Saw a dude throwing spin kicks at a Devourment show a few years ago, and some big burly older metal dude tackled bro to the ground. Is metal just for running in circles, or is some horseplay okay here and there? I mean, just do what you fucking want, but I mean, yeah, if put it to you this way, if I still went in the goddamn pit and someone was acting like a complete goddamn retard back in the day when the DAWG was going to the pit, and at least I didn't see it at any shows, so it happened, I was around that time too, and I saw it. All right, well, it didn't happen at the goddamn shows I was at. Nobody was doing push-ups in the pit. Nobody was doing karate kicks. Like, I've never seen that shit in my life until recent goddamn times. But I can tell you right now, if I was still going in that shit and somebody was swinging their arm around or doing karate kicks and they fucking broke my nose or hit me in the jaw, like knocked out a tooth or something because they're acting like an idiots, I could tell you without a shadow of a doubt, I'd break their fucking face in right then and there. And I'm not a violent guy. I don't fight. I'm not a tough guy. I don't pull that. But if they broke my nose or something because they're acting like an idiot, not because they're... If it's the code, like where they're pushing and shoving, you fell, okay, and they accidentally shoved you in the face and you could tell it was an accident, no, that's cool, that's fair game. But acting like a fucking retard and swinging around and shit like that, and their foot actually hits you in the face, okay, you're just a jackass, and now you need a curb stomping. And yes, I would absolutely beat the living fucking shit out of them right there in goddamn person, no doubt about it. So, it's kind of like, do your stupid, silly-ass kiddo horseplay, but, like Dying Fetus says, wrong one to fuck with, right? If you fuck with the wrong guy, it's just going to take that one goddamn guy that he'll pull a fucking knife out on you and shank you. So, there's a lot of things in life to where it happens, and you're like, people are like, I can't believe it. Like, so-and-so did this. I'm like, what's the context, though, dude? Like, I very rarely, not to say that all cops out there are good, because I'm sure there's a lot of them are jock douchebags that got into it. They like the authority. But put it to you this way, I've been pulled over like 6 or 7 times in my life. They've always let me off the hook, except once. I got a ticket finally when I was like 38 years old or something. Broke that goddamn record. I was on a 22-year streak. But for speeding, right? But I tons of people, yeah, dude, the cop was a fucking dick and this. I'm like, no, dude, it's because you were a slack-jawed fucking foul-mouthed asshole and disrespectful. And then, yeah, he may have been gotten a little fucking cocky or yelled at you or whatever. I was like, I never had a problem. I was like, it's you that's the problem, dude. Again, there's exceptions. I'm sure there is. Or if he pulls you over and he's having a bad day and you're drunk and talk slurring, I'm not drunk. That honestly, dude, I'd have zero patience for that too. I'm like, dude, I got to do my job, and I'm not allowed to literally fucking billy club your ass to death right now, and that's what I want to do, but legally I'm not allowed to do that. So maybe you lose his cool and maybe say something that sounds jerkish. It's like, this is me being actually extremely fucking nice, because if it was legal, I'd pull you out of the fucking car and curb stomp you and beat your fucking skull in with this club, as stupid as you're fucking acting. That's what he wants to do. So it's like, no, he's probably right on goddamn fucking par. So, but every time I hear that, I remember even for any stories that sort of, dude, it's an ass, I'm like, it's possible, but I think it's mostly you, dude, because I've been in these scenarios that get brought up. I'm like, I've never had that issue. And I'm no spring goddamn chicken, 40-year-old goddamn fucking man here. I mean, so I've seen some shit, not saying I've been around like some 70-year-old man, but I'm just saying, not some 16-year-old kid that hasn't, if you're 16, dude, you haven't seen a goddamn thing in this world yet. So I have, and it's like, what are all you people having these goddamn problems? I haven't had any of this shit. Not once. Never, not one time. Derek Kowalski. J-Dog, besides having brothers in this shit, what attracted you to metal in the first place? I had a heavy metal cousin that certainly helped, but not only was the album artwork badass, the music of Ozzy, Black Sabbath, etc. had dark and heavy music to match it. I thought Meatloaf, Bad Out of Hell looked badass until I put it on. Then I whipped it across the room in disgust. I used to draw people getting stabbed up by swords and run over them with tanks. No wonder they sent me to the school shrink. Similar experience, exactly, dude. Metal for me, it didn't get into it because my brothers. Yeah, I mean, obviously by default I did. That's how I found out about it. Heard it, because they were older. But I didn't like it because they liked it. I liked it because it seemed like a manly fucking just like for boys. Like that's what became, because ever since 5 years old, dude, my favorite movie of all time was Predator 1 with Arnold Schwarzenegger. Watched it every single day I came home from kindergarten, which is asinine as fuck, but that's literal too. Like my mom likes to tell that story. It's like, it's not that goddamn funny. It's, if anything, you're outing me, making me look like a complete goddamn weirdo. But that's what I was watching. I was like, yeah, boy shit. Like when I see kids of today, and if it's a fucking boy, I'm sorry, if you're watching My Little Pony and Uncle Grandpa and SpongeBob, what I see is, this dude's gonna want tit implants in the future. Potentially he's gonna hack his dick off, because that's all wimpification of the goddamn nation. You're watching wimpy, pussy, pansy, pushy shit, and you're probably gonna want to be brought by a brawn person when you're 13 years old, wearing your sister's makeup, playing with your sister's Barbie dolls. No, dude, I mean, fucking growing up, yeah, I liked, X-Men, fucking Batman, goddamn wrestling, The Ultimate Warrior, Hulk Hogan, Arnold Schwarzenegger movies, Sylvester Stallone movies. That's what I like, dude. Like manly shit. Like not this little girl shit. So hence, when you heard heavy metal and stuff like that, heard Sacred Reich, and then a couple years later, the CC, you're like, dude, this is the roughness and toughness. Mom and dad hate it. Look at this CC cover. Is the Vile. Granted, it was the censored cover too, but even that, you knew, god damn, this is bad. We thought the Iron Maiden covers were cool. This fucking smokes, that wimpy ass Iron Maiden. Holy shitski, that weak ass crap. Iron Maiden, dude, that shit's light and tame and sissified compared to the almighty CC. Now, granted, this is a dumbass fucking 12-year-old thing that I get. Maiden's where it started. Maiden's the legends. and everything like that. And I appreciated it way, 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 way more when I started to hit like 19 and shit like that, going back to it. But a 12-year-old dog, but man, I don't need no pussy maiden. CC, fucking goddamn Suffocation, Human Waste came along. Gorefest, Mind Loss came along. And I remember when C-Dawg brought home the Tish, Hacked Up for Barbecue. Holy fucking shit. We knew right goddamn then and there. We did, dude. This is the heaviest shit ever. Heaviest, darkest, most spooky, holy fucking shitski goddamn bee's knees I've ever fucking heard. And know it to this goddamn day. I remember when we first fucking heard it, the dark intros, you know, starting off with goddamn Blood Craving, and you heard Big Willie's fucking low voice. You're like, holy goddamn fuckski. This Big Willie makes Corpse Grinder sound like goddamn George Michaels. This is as fucking rough, tough, low, and brutal as it fucking gets. Holy shit, Scaroni. Just knew everything, the covers, the aggressiveness, the rebelliousness of it, the fact that your parents hated it, the fact that normies were disgusted by it. Staring at your gore metal shirt and your Tomb of the Mutilated shirt, and oh my God, is that devil worship shit? Bet your ass it is. Down with the devil over here. I'm down with the devil. He's got his fucking tail in my hand right now. He's about to have a fucking horn up your ass though in a minute. Why? Why is he about to have a horn up my ass? Because you're fucking looking at me, normie. Get the fuck out of my space. You're hogging up my goddamn oxygen. That's what appealed. And that's why when these fucking wimps come in the scene, it just, how did you get into this, dude? This was meant to be for, you got sack. You like the sick shit. You like the offensive stuff. You literally want normie society to hate and fear you. I mean, granted, I didn't think of it to that extreme of a degree, but at the same time, mildly so. That was in the back of my mind. Mildly so. I mean, I got great pleasure to when the normies would be, oh shit, I don't know about this guy. Holy fuck, is this a goddamn crazed lunatic maniac? Mm-hmm. Granted, I'm not, but you tell him that. Dude, I literally remember in high school, not even joking, I got so by the age of like 17, 18, I would just try to give an aggressive fucking go fuck yourself answer. Like, because a lot of it, you get asked, like, do you worship the devil? Because naturally, Dog's wearing all black, too. He wasn't wearing no gay-ass Adidas shoes or fucking blue jeans. Dude, a fucking real metalist don't wear blue jeans. It's black and only black. You can wear jeans, but they better be black, brah. I don't even wear white fucking socks. Gay as fuck. Nothing but black. Black attack over here, goddammit. Who don't know that? Darkness and evil, homie. Who the hell, white shirt? You fucking kidding me? I own a few, and I feel like every time I wear a white shirt, just only because it's an extremely cool design, there's a goddamn few I have. Holy fucking fuckski. Feels like my goddamn dick's hanging out. But, so, wearing the, you know, the metal shirts and all black and shit like that, kids would come up to you. One of the questions I've been asked a million fucking times is, do you worship the devil? They're asking, you can tell they're shaking, all fucking scared. And I remember I got to the line, and so what I eventually, is probably about 17, didn't come up to it right off the goddamn cuff all the way, is, I'd pull out the old Deicide, goddamn it, my favorite song, Bastard Christ. I was like, no, I just hate all the bastards of Christ. They're like, oh, okay, and they just walk away. That was my response. Back then, I'm a teenager, dude. I knew this shit back then, man. So that's what attracted me a lot to the goddamn metal. You know, on top of the tunes. It was all just a fine goddamn package fucking delivered in a, nice heavy headbanging fucking form. So that's why I don't get these goddamn wimps liking it, man. Daniel McCannis. Paid question. What do you think about Pale Face Swiss? Who? I have no idea what you're talking about, bro. Is that a band? Because I know they're good. They're better than Slaughter. Are you fucking with me, bro? I mean, I don't know if that's a band. Is that a song? I never heard that Pale Face Swiss. I'm going to go out on a limb because you said Slaughter, so you're talking about the almighty goddamn Canadian Slaughter, fucking Strabato, Slender or Die, fucking Bloody Carnage, metal that a real metalist goddamn knows, not fucking poser-ass twinks. I'm going to go out on a limb that this Paleface Swiss is a band, and I could just tell you right now, just like the DAWG in goddamn high school, again, I could judge that book by its cover. I could judge that book by its fucking name. It's not accurate 100% of the time, but it is accurate 90% of the time. So go and let me know, Devils. Paleface Swiss, if you guys know about this shit, because I don't. I don't even know if it's a band. So new band, old band. I'm going to make a very goddamn educated guess that if I was to look it up or listen to it or anything like that, I'd be like, oh, this belongs in a goddamn gay bar. Two men dancing with each other, holding hands, making out, goddamn patting each other's on the ass. That's what kind of music is. It's something that belongs in that type of goddamn setting, in which case the dog ain't into that, goddamn. It's a man who fucks another man is not a man at all. This is a guy that listens to death metal. If you're into goddamn death metal, you're into fucking pussy. Addicted to vaginal skin, motherfucker. A line you surely probably don't know, asking me about some twink ass shit like that. Come squish the surgeon, what the fuck I do? Put the combat scans up in the morning. And don't forget them goddamn paid skis. You can ask the dog whatever the fuck you want. In the description box, how to do it, Bubbles. Call mama over, you can't figure it out. And Dead by Dog tickets, god fucking damn it. We're down by over half. You guys are paying attention to that fat ball score. Start paying attention to that goddamn Dead by Dog score. We need to get that score way the fuck up. Several more touchdowns, goddamn it. And your J-Dog slogan shirt in the description box, Bubbles. Later.